Hey, hey, hey. Happy day. How are ya? Right then. Let's whack this in there. Now, we're on time. All good in the hood. There's a dummy on the floor. Not anymore. Right. Hashtag life Day65. Welcome aboard. Number one question I always like to ask, what have you picked up? Maybe you've skimmed in one of these videos, maybe you've watched every minute of every one. There's 65 of them now, and this is the 65th one. What have you learned? What's some little tip, trick, technique that you've picked up? I'm curious to know. I'd like to keep giving you information that's valuable to you. Les, good to see you, mate. Hope it went well today. And a good session in the gym. And let me know what you've picked up most of all. Is it in lifestyle? Is it exercise? Is it nutrition? Is it supplementation? What is it? I'm curious. I'm interested to know every day. Just pop it in the comment box below. Rose, happy to see you as always. And do me a favour, invite a friend. There's the invite button just here somewhere. Press invite a couple of friends, bring a couple of friends to the party. We're going to have a good conversation in a minute. I'm going to give you something really powerful, but so subtle. And we're not taught this. We should get taught this stuff when we're kids. I'm absolutely going to teach my son this stuff. So hi Rose. So what's the number one, also one more question, what's the number one thing you want to learn? What is it that you would love to know about? Heidi, good to have you on board. I think this is the first one I've seen you live on. What's the number one thing you'd like to learn on here? So what's the number one thing you've picked up? Give me one tip, trick, technique that you've picked up through Health, Wealth, Life in the 65 videos, or the one that you've watched, however many. Give me one tip that you've picked up. And one thing you'd like to learn. So if you're watching this live, pop it in the comment box below. If you're watching it as a recording at another date, pop it in the comment box. I will see it. I will answer. Mary Rose, how are you? Hope you had a good day as well. So today I was training, and it was a proper intense session. I went for it today, and it was tough, but I was listening to a TED Talk. And the TED Talk was really interesting. I found it fascinating. So it was basically called Why Some See Exercise More Difficult Than Others. Why some see exercise as more difficult than others. A lady called Emily Balcetis was the woman who delivered it. And what she was talking about was some people see exercise as smaller and easier and not so much of a mountain to climb. Other people really see it as this big boulder in the way of where they want to get to. Kelly, how are you? Happy days. Hope you're well. You back from Vegas? Looked amazing over there. I was watching some of it. Rose, thank you for sharing. If I say anything that resonates or you think could help someone, please press share. I really appreciate it. It lets me know I'm on the right track and giving the right kind of information. It will guide me to give you even more of it. So this TED Talk was about why some people see exercise as more difficult than others. And literally what they found in lots of studies was dieters actually see apples as bigger. So, you know, if you're on a diet, and maybe they were talking about a calorie restriction diet, you know what I'm saying? And a calorie seemed bigger. It was like, wow, I can't wait to eat that apple, an apple even. So they actually see apples as bigger. So when they eat them, they feel more full. They may enjoy it more. They feel like they're experiencing eating the apple for longer because it's bigger. Someone who maybe binges and doesn't see an apple as very big, sees it very small, they might just go through it in a few seconds. What is your first priority, best advice, top priority when it comes to health? What is most important? Sleep, nutrition, training, etc. I think it's individual for each person, because if someone sleeps really well and I say sleep's number one, they say, well, I got that handled, you know, but my diet is all over the place. So it's individual to each person. Personally, as a general rule of thumb, if I was to blow it out there, sleep would be number one, because even if you're eating badly, if you're not training that well, if you're sleeping really well, you can hit the ground running as soon as you decide to make that decision. I'm going to come to that point in a moment, actually. Does it take your whole life to make a transformation? I'll come to that in a moment. So you can hit the ground running because you're well rested. Your brain's probably working well. You're probably not making that bad decisions, because the amount of quality sleep you get will directly affect the neurotransmitters in your brain. The neurotransmitters are brain chemicals that signal all over your body to open up for insulin, to get more blood sugar out, to increase attention and focus and drive. They're all fascinating things that we can have some impact on directly through our diet. So if we sleep, and through our sleep as well. So if we're sleeping, if we have a bad night's sleep, then our neurotransmitters are affected in our brain the next day, and that is one reason why we feel sluggish and crave more carbohydrates and energy, because the neurotransmitters are not switched on. But how we can alleviate that is with a high protein, high smart fat diet. So very important at breakfast, or whenever your breakfast is. So if you use fasting, or if you have breakfast a little bit later, it's very important to get a high protein, high smart fat meal in at that point. It will raise your blood sugar level more slowly, the energy will be extracted more slowly, and you'll have sustained energy for a longer period of time. It will also affect your neurotransmitters more positively. Now, the other thing to think about, we're just going off track just for a moment, but neurotransmitters, the first thing you put in your mouth in the morning, provided it's food, will affect the neurotransmitter production for the rest of the day. So that's going to affect your brain chemistry for the rest of the day. So it'd be very important the first thing you put in your mouth in the morning. Now, we all may love coffee. Absolutely, I'm a big advocate of coffee, but we should put either a smart fat or a high lean protein in our mouths. That should be the first thing in the morning. I'm going to sneeze. I'm back. It went away. All right, so let's expand this this TED talk. So, do some people see exercise as terrible and bigger than other people? And is the distinction between those two people is the one that sees it big are mostly unfit, maybe overweight, and the ones that see exercise as a smaller, less of an obstacle are actually fit and at perfect weight. Hi Noz, hi Hannity. You decided your goals. Good Hannity, well done. Keep going, positive. Give me a thumbs up and a share. Always happy with that. So how do you see, let's do a little exercise here. How do you see your perfect body? So if you used to picture, right, okay, my perfect body. Is it a big picture in your mind? Is it a tiny picture? Is it something that generates a lot of happy feelings inside yourself? Or is it something that makes you, it gets kind of dark, that picture, quite quickly, and you think it's not possible? You know? Give me an idea. Is it a positive? Tell me if it's positive. Say yes. It's all positive. I feel good. It's big. It's bright. It's colourful. Say yes. If it's the opposite, it's negative. Say no. Pop that in the comment box below. Tell me. Answer me. So strong and lean. Perfect. Hannity. That's great. That's good. So anyone else? So how do you see if you happy? Good. Happy feeling. So if you see that picture, is it big? Is it bright? Is it a bold picture? And does it make you feel good, or is it the opposite? Is it kind of dark? Is it dreary? Does it make you feel slightly bad in some way or another? You know, good or bad. So type good or bad. Good or bad. So, you know, maybe we do that about finances, because we've all got different things, different areas of our lives. Some areas might be perfect, great, amazing. Other areas might be absolutely diabolical. So maybe you think of finances, perfect finances. What does that look like? Do I even know what it looked like? Have I actually visualized that? You know, what would it take? What do I need my monthly income to be? What do I need in the bank? Blah, 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 blah. Can you see all those things visually, clearly, colourfully, and bright? Or are they a bit dreary and you can't really picture it and you're struggling? These are all really interesting thoughts about, you know, who says that? It was someone said you don't get what you say, you get what you picture. You don't get what you say, you get what you picture. It's really important, that. It's really powerful. A lot of NLP was that. So do this. I want you to spend a moment right now. We'll do it together. I want you to picture your, let's stay with the body example. And I want you to picture your perfect body. Yeah, so picture your perfect body. You're in the best shape of your life. You're feeling great. You're looking great. Make that picture brighter. Make it a bit bigger, you know, in a good way. And expand those feelings. Get that rolling, that feeling. So you're positive. Make it all positive. Make it bright. Make it colourful. You're happy. Maybe you've got a big smile on your face. You're feeling great. Thumbs up. And what I want you to do now is just hold that picture. Take a deep breath in. And step into that picture. Step into it. I nearly stepped into you, but step into it. Okay, so you've stepped into it. Visualize stepping into it. Now you're in that picture, and that is you. And just let that feeling wash over you. Let that wash over you. And we can do that with anything in life. So we can create a visual image of, we could make it realistic, but I would say make it, you know, just out of reach. Just out of reach in terms of what we think is real, because we really do need to expand what we think's possible. Yeah? So if And now you're in that picture, right? So if the gym is needed, or if going out walking, or if going out jogging, or if going to a fitness class of some description, or a dance class, whatever it is that you love, you're playing a sport, going out dancing, clubbing, whatever it is that you love, if that is needed to get you to your ideal goal, picture that for a moment. Now, if you know it's the gym and that picture's massive and it's daunting and it's a bit grey and a bit rainy and you're not feeling good about that picture, I want you to go and shrink it down. Tiny. Tiny, tiny. Make the gym like tiny, 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 and then spin it and flick it off. Flick it off into the distance. Now keep walking in, walk into your perfect body again. Walk into the perfect body. Now think about what is needed to be there. And you can see the gym might be there, but it's tiny. It's tiny, you can go through that. It's a tiny little speck, tiny little blip, and you need to go through that every day. I had that today, I didn't feel like training, but I started and I knew I was going to be grateful and be happy that I did later on. I didn't feel like it at the time, but I pushed myself through. So think about your ideal body. Think about that, think about it, build it up, make it more positive, make it brighter, step into it. Now think about what you need to do in order to get to that ideal body. Maybe it's something to do with food, maybe it's something to do with training, maybe it's something to do with your mindset, whatever it is. And if it's negative, shrink it. If it's positive, inject more life into it. A bit more colour, maybe a bit more movement, maybe a bit brighter, and step into it again. So put your ideal body and what you need to get to your ideal body together. Now if you see an obstacle straight away, let's shrink that down. Let's make it smaller. It's like a little squeaky little mouse, right? And if it's something positive and you think, well, I can't wait to go and do that, make it a little bit louder and bigger. Maybe it's dancing, maybe you can hear the music. Yeah, turn it up and step into that. So you've got your ideal body and what you need to do to get to your ideal body, either turned up if it's positive or turned down if it's negative. So it's made easier and smaller if it's negative. It's made bigger and brighter and more happy if it's positive, more powerful. If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up, give me a share, press invite a friend to this conversation. It's important stuff. Don't you think we should be taught this stuff when we're kids? You can have so much fun with this as well. Imagine if you teach this to, your 2-year-old, 3-year-old, how to use your imagination and have some fun with your life before you actually get there. And then they can do all this stuff and they do it all their lives and they're amazing. By the time they're 20 years old, they can just, their visualization, their ability to control their emotions and mood and have a great time no matter what. Amazing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this? Can you imagine? So you can do this anytime. You can do this anything. So we've used the body transformation or your ideal body as an example, but you can do it with anything. So you can do it with finances, you can do it with relationships, you can do it with your emotions. Play around with this. Play around with it. You can do it with anything. As long as you can visualize, you can use your imagination and really get stuck into this. So here's the next level of what I want to give you today. I don't want to go on for like 25 minutes again, although we have so much fun, I know, but let me see if I can give it to a little bit more succinct. So I realised something else that was really powerful today. Actually, I realised this a few days ago, but I was mulling it over for a while, and I think it goes very, very well with this passage of information I'm giving you now. So I realised something. You've already made the decision how much impact this is going to have over you. You've already made the decision how much impact this is going to have over you. You've already done it. Now, bear with me. So I'll give you an example. So you're going to see a film and you think, yeah, I'm looking forward to the film, and all your past experiences of the actors and the storyline and what you know about it, you're either going to be pumped up, neutral, or, I don't really want to go and sit. But you've already decided before the film begins. Do you know, I do, that affects how you experience the film, right? Absolutely. Noz, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. If I say anything that resonates or you think could help you or one of your friends, any one of your friends or family, please press share, and it lets me know that the information is good I'm giving you. I'll give you more of it. It keeps me on track. So you've already made the decision how much impact this is going to have on you. So when you're ready, the transformation can come. It doesn't take, people think it takes a lifetime to create this transformation. It doesn't. It takes a split second. It's like that. And Tony Robbins talks about this a lot. And he said it doesn't take a lifetime for a transformation to happen. It takes a lifetime for the person to get ready for the transformation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Give me a yes, give me a thumbs up. Sergi, how are you, mate? Long time no see. We need to catch up, mate. We need to catch up. So we're talking about transformation. It doesn't take a lifetime. It takes Sharing is caring. That's right, Roz. Thank you. Noz even, not Roz. There's a Roz and a Noz on here someday. So yes, Heidi, it's still here. Good to have you still here still. So when you're ready, the transformation can happen like that. You just need to be ready. And then, for instance, we started talking about sleep at the beginning. If you get the optimal amount of sleep, which I've shared with you, we've talked about sleep, and we will again. We'll go over this information. If you're sleeping optimally, you're just ready to hit the ground running. You're like, and you're off because you've made that decision on the transformation like that. And then someone can give you information. You're already in the mindset. Whatever they say, I know it's going to work for me. I'm going to follow it to a T, and it's going to work. You know, when you made that decision, you might have done. Think about like a transformation you've done in the past. Maybe if you've done one, you've lost some weight. Maybe you did aerobics. Maybe you did long distance running. Whatever it is, in my opinion, they're not so good for you. They might have got you the result in the past. Why? Because you decided. You made that decision. This is going to do it. This is going to do it. And then boom, that you're ready. And you might not even get the perfect information, but you got enough information that there's something. It made a change, and you decided was the most important thing. That's the most important thing. So you've already decided how much impact this is going to have on you. So what I'm suggesting is decide up a notch. Decide up a notch. There's Roz, Noz and Roz in the house. Happy to see you, Roz, and I hope you started your walk-in today. Give me a yes. Type yes, Roz. Yes, 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 I started the walk-in today. Stopped drinking 9 years ago, Martin. Well done. Congratulations to you. And what brought about that shift? You know, did you think about it for 5 years, 1 year, 10 years? But when you was ready, it just happened, right? And here's the other thing, the thing about myth. Well done, Roz. Well done. Excellent. So let's keep going. Stay in the group. Let's keep you active and moving and keep you on your goal. So I asked the question, what's your number one goal for 2017? And a few people answered. If you haven't seen it, skim through to my Facebook page. If you're watching this on YouTube, then skip over to my Facebook page and have a look. Join the conversation. Anyway, Roz, well done. Martin, so when you decided, was it just the moment you decided? So give you an example on that. You're ready to make a transformation. You're scoffing your face. And there's another example about food and diet. So I'm scoffing my face. I don't feel that good about it. I'm thinking I really want to get in better shape. I've got to go to a wedding. Don't want to be fat in all the wedding photos because they're going to be forever. You know, think about all these things, and I just scoff in my face. And then I think it's enough. And I just make the decision. So is it discipline or is it decision? You know, it's one thing you love more than the other. I love scoffing my face. A moment of pleasure on the lips might be another 6 months of fat on the hips. Moment of pleasure on the lips might be another 6 months of fat on the hips. So we make a choice. What do I prefer more? That moment of pleasure on the lips, which is good. It's enjoyable. I enjoy scoffing my face sometimes. But the overall, it lasts longer on my body. I feel sluggish, my energy's not good, I might not sleep as well, don't feel as tired, don't feel as good. You know, can you relate to this? Give me a thumbs up, give me a share. If you can, give me a thumbs up. Made my first kaifa, is that kaifa? Starter from scratch, adding it to my diet. What's a kaifa? I don't know what that is, Hannity. Expand on that one for me. I've nearly hit my steps target today. We'll smash it as I leave for work at 7:45. Yes, or you can hold the phone while you're watching this and get up and down the stairs a few hundred times. You could be walking up and down the stairs. Don't fall down the stairs. I'm not liable for that. Let's take away liability. Anyway, Noz, you can do it. Absolutely. So get clear on what you've always wanted. Get clear in your mind what you've always wanted. Step into it. Feel it. Experience it in your mind first before you go there. And then picture what you need. What is needed for you to get there? All right. So if it's a body transformation, you might need to go to the gym. Might need to do some running, for instance, as an example. So then, if you picture that going to the gym or that running, is that a negative image? Is it massive, and you think, oh, it puts you off, makes you back away, makes you feel a little bit smaller and down, or is it big positive and pulls you forward, drives you forward? So if it's negative, shrink it down. And make it tiny, and then just flick it away, and just walk into your perfect vision again. And if it's massive. If it's positive, make it bigger and brighter and bold and whatever it is that pulls you into it. So you've got your perfect image and what you need to do to get to your perfect image, pulling you forward, yeah? No, did that a few weeks ago, falling downstairs. Oh, yes. How's that knee recovering? Typo error, kefir fermented milk drink. Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Natural probiotic. Cool. I've seen them, actually. I saw them when in Turkey. I wonder what it was. Actually, I just got a notification. This is my most liked live video. I didn't know that it gave that notification. So thank you for being one of the many in this video that have been part of my most liked video. Let's see if we can keep upping that. So thank you for the share as well. I appreciate that. So that's it for today. So visualization, what you really want. If it's positive, make it bigger, make it brighter, make it bolder, go into it. If there's a negative thing that stands in your way, make it smaller. And it's a scientific fact. This has been shown. Brett, happy days, mate. How are you? It's a scientific fact. If it's been shown, people who find exercise really difficult actually visualize it as a negative thing and a big thing that's just mountain to overcome. Shrink that crap down. Shrink it down, crumple it up, throw it away, put in a better image. Bring in a better image, make it bold, make it easier, smooth journey, boom. You know, these are things we can do with our minds. This is really important. We should be trained to do this when we're kids. This is my thing. So, one more thing. So let's do this. We can do this together, right? We can do this together. We can visualize this together. And we can back each other up. So some of the questions I've asked over the last few days, get involved in the questions, join the conversations, and let's figure this stuff out together. If we're learning, I've been saying this a lot from the first day of this year, if we learn from our own mistakes and we don't make the same mistakes again, then we're not being stupid, right? We're not making the same mistakes again. So we learn from our own mistakes, very good, first step. Second step, if we can learn from a mentor, if we can learn from a group, if we can learn from each other, we can speed that progress up. Speed up our body transformation, speed up our finances, speed up our happiness, speed up our connection in relationships, speed up whatever it is, you know, going down onto a micro level, speed up how well we're sleeping, how many nights good sleep we get, speed it all up. If we can take on tips, tricks, techniques from each other, I'll share loads as much as I can. I'll just give it all to you and let me know back. I need some info back. So tell me how you're getting on. Tell me what's going on for you. When I ask you a question, answer it. You know, let's get the conversation going. So I'll be popping a question in every day. Join the conversation. We'll build this up over the year. I want to be here 365 days this year. So I've got a course coming up end of March. I have 3 things I want to just announce. I've got a course coming out end of March, 7-week body transformation. I've talked about it before, 49 online or 7-week body transformation. If you're interested, type 7WBT in the comment box and I'll send you a very short introduction video. It's a bit of fun and it will tell you all about it and we can talk more about that. If you're interested, let me know. Secondly, I've got 2 events coming up at the end of March. One is at my new space, the new gym I'm at. It's an open day. Welcome to come down, spend some time with me, and it's going to be a big buzzy day, Saturday and Sunday. That's in Chalk Farm. Fitness Mosaic is a nice bit of promo for them. So 25th and 26th, I think that is. Okay, Nozom, you're on board. Excellent. So 25th, 26th of March, welcome to come down if you're in London. That's Northwest London, Chalk Farm. Right near the tubes, really easy to get to, and I'll be doing a couple of presentations that day, one around superfood coffee and one around the most effective and the best fish oil on the planet. I'll also be there offering food and intolerance tests, allergy tests, all done simple, pinprick, it's all simple stuff. These are all little tools that I'm stacking that make it easy for you. Make it easy. Let's find this information out. Let's do what's needed. Let's get feeling great. I want to guide you to greatness. That is why I'm here. I want to guide you to greatness. And I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you all the way. All the way. Have you seen that picture? I just want to draw this, right? Because I've got to draw this. Have you seen the picture? It was in the YouTube video where there's a road like that. And there's houses. There's houses, and then basically there's a car, and there's another car here. What happens on a picture like that is it's an optical illusion. So the two, you can't see it here, but if you saw what I'm trying to tell you about, is they're the same size. So you could put that into that, and it's exactly the same size. But when you look at the picture, it looks like this one is bigger. And that's the point I'm making about, do you see if this is, you know, your perfect body, or if this is getting to the gym every day or every other day, whatever, and you see it as bigger than eating a piece of cake and an apple, or maybe they don't go together, a piece of cake and a chocolate bar, then you're going to have an issue with that. That's going to cause a blockage in your flow. Yeah, so just realize it's an optical illusion and you can control it. First step, if we know it's an optical illusion, then we can do something about it, right? Anyway, wanted to draw that. Hope you got the idea. Give me a thumbs up if you got that. Give me a share if I said anything that resonated with you or you think could help someone. Please give me a share and get more people into this conversation. Press invite a few people. I think they get the message, and it will send them across anyway, so they get to have the conversation with us, and then we can chat about it. And press the notifications button. I think that was Steve Miller. I think that was you, mate. Happy to see you, mate. Hope you had your peppermint tea. I did see your post. Press the notifications button so you get notified whether you're on or offline for my next video. I'll be here at 6 PM tomorrow. We'll round it off, call it a day there, and take great care of yourself and everyone around you. How do you invite? Should be on the screen there, I think, Heidi, somewhere here. If you can see my hands, there somewhere. Or if you scroll back up the comments, you can press invite, and then invite. You know, you can invite loads of people. Just tap away, and give me a share. Give me a share. Let me know I've given you something decent. Have you got value from this? If you have, then please give me a share and let's get some more people, this information to some more people. So it's all about visualization today. Make the negatives smaller, make the positives bigger, step into it, know what we want. And also you've already decided how much impact this is going to have. So let's decide up a notch and let's take this to another level all together. All right, take great care of yourself and everyone around you, wherever you are. Just realize this is 26 minutes again. So I will see you tomorrow at 6 PM. And remember, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get healthy, let's go get some health wealth and take the world with us. I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 PM. Ciao.